characters like Valorant 2, my grandmother was eaten by a wolf. I have to get my aggression out somehow. So we are getting into 3 matches for you guys tonight, starting off with CSUDH Berg versus SUDH. Is that right?
It's a DH versus DH. This is the title for who gets to be the actual DH people. As me being your caster, the OG Bent / what am I again? I forget.
And I'm Grandma.
Lumberjack. Yes, and that's Grandma up there. That's Grandma Wolfenstein. I totally just had a total yes. But yes, this is not a real knife. Let's just say that hopefully no one thinks it's a real knife. But yes, this is the prop for the knife. A knife. I'll be slashing them prices. I don't know. Yes.
Happy Halloween, everybody.
Happy to Halloweens.
So, Dominguez Hills versus Dominguez Hills. Burgundy versus Gold. I've only got a limited amount of time before I run out of oxygen and smashed. Who do you think wins?
I think we might have to just go from Burgundy since they have the higher points in the scoreboards. This thing is really warm on my head.
McRib, who do you got?
I'm gonna say Gold as well. Or wait, you said
no,
Gold.
I said Burgundy. They have the higher points.
Oh, never mind. Ben's wrong. It's gonna be Gold.
Sure?
All right. Well, well, I would have to say now this is going to be interesting because we were told really to expect Bay V to be the leader of Dominguez Hills as an entire school, and Bay V is on the side of Burgundy, as is Sagoma. So that's usually who we look to, but I tell you, I honestly do think we're gonna get a little bit of an upset tonight. I think we might actually see Gold get the victory and kind of flip what the records are, but we'll find out as we get into this thing.
Are you okay, Uli? It looks like you might have eaten Grandma over there.
I am Grandma. I don't know what you're talking about.
I mean, what big teeth you have.
The better to chew out teammates who do not call out their positions correctly and who don't rotate with.
I mean, you have really big eyes too.
The better to see the smokes and call them out to you, and also, what did you say? I have big eyes?
Yeah, big eyes.
I'm sorry, the brain is still small.
Big eyes, small brain.
That's what we believe in.
And also, you have really big ears.
The better to hear footsteps coming down from heaven because somebody got a knock.
and you're also just really hairy.
Oh, well, that's hereditary now. That's not fair. That's my mom and my daddy you're talking about now. You should rescind that. Don't cyberbully.
Disrespect a hairy woman.
Yeah, don't cyberbully, otherwise I got my lumberjack machete.
There you go, McRib. Yeah, let me be Grandma. I can be beautiful too.
Alrighty, we're getting started in this match now after we go through our little bit here and there. We got are you excited? I'm excited to see this Dominguez Hills versus Dominguez Hills because this is going to determine who the real Dominguez Hills is. Is there an imposter among us?
I see what you did there. That was wonderful.
Well,
we get to start out right.
Of course, Sagoma going already off with the grenade.
Yeah, and we are on Ascent. We've seen this map before in some previous weeks. It's been a very difficult map, I think, for teams without kind of that number 1 star player to succeed on very well. As we see Zero getting that opening kill on Sagoma. I feel like this map, especially with some of its tighter corridors and some of its narrower channels, really allows for some dominant 1v1 play. Obviously, as a team, you need to perform well no matter what if you want to have a chance to succeed. But I feel like on this map especially, you're going to see whether or not one individual player can make a difference. As you see DCMH getting the 2-piece. And then 3 for DCMH.
And we've already...
Feels Gold gets the opening point.
I know Gold does have its players for sure. We got DCMH and Zero, 2 really strong players on their team, and Dongle usually being able to lead the pack. And then on, we got Burgundy, we got Baby, We got BT leading the pack usually and Glizzy. So I think we got two strong teams, especially with just being inside of Dominguez Hills going against each other. So who's really going to be able to show that they are the true Dominguez Hills?
I also feel like this is the first time like these two teams like intimately know each other. Like they've played with each other before, no doubt. They know how each other like what play styles each other prefers. So I think that's super interesting to see kind of how they counter each other because they already have this knowledge going in.
Yeah, you're not expecting to see a lot of, oh, they were completely not expecting this, or, you know, like you're saying, McRib, there's probably a open channel of information back and forth about the other teams in the league. So I wouldn't be surprised now if these teams have scrimmed against each other, if that feels a little, if we see, some plays that are a little bit more aggressive or a little bit more forward thinking than we would assume, just because these two teams have probably played each other more than they've played the other teams in the league already. See right there, Bad Dog getting caught out and having forced to step back a little bit. Sugoma with the perfect flank, but
Sugoma did not pull it off. Sugoma had it twice in a row, just sitting there in front of him perfectly and not taking the shot. There must be some that's true friendship right there. There has to be true friendship.
Was that what it was? Sugoma just couldn't shoot a homie in the back.
It could have backstabbed him.
All those hours of scrims and discussion, and I can't do it. I can't pull the trigger.
Hey, even though this might be a friendship, friends going against friends, at the end of the day, this is all business, and we got to make sure who's the real Dominguez Hills.
See BT right now. Had the camera up, knows nobody's in the sight. Ooh, catches DCMH and gets the shot, but Bobic is able to turn back around. And that time, Lon will begin the defuse there. Gets the first shot, does Bobic, and there's two. Bobic clutching it out for Dominguez Hills gold. Good looks for them thus far. Now they've got an early money lead here running the first two rounds, but as you can see, it's not going to be a huge deal for Dominguez Hills Burgundy to buy back into this round. But a 2-0 lead, not where you want to be, especially on the defending side. You do not want to be giving up the advantage that side should be offering to you, especially as you see Dominguez Hills Burgundy on the defensive side right now. You see their agent loadout, Cypher, Killjoy, Omen, very defensive in posture. So this should be an advantage to them as Sugoma getting flashed again. They have had a rough go of it these first couple of rounds. It's been tough for Sugoma, who we've talked about a lot and we've expected to see be a star for Dominguez Hills Burgundy side, but not too sure that's going to happen. Maybe going up against a team of players who know that you're really good, they're just kind of like, oh, no. We know this is classic Sugoma. We're gonna force their hand first.
I'm excited to see this again. I mean, we got a slow start to this round. No one's really pushing each other too much. We do have a little bit of damage on the Burgundy side. Otherwise, so far it's been pretty quiet.
Yeah,
of course, we're trying to bait out.
Knowing now heading towards up into that site that there is going to be a little bit of difficulty there as you see DCMH rotating around here. This is going to be a heavier push now for gold, right as Dongo gets sniped out by Lon. Well done by Lon, who we saw make a huge impact coming in. Lon, a starter who we haven't seen too often for this team on the streams at least, but they did have a big impact in their first game on the stream. Now looking to do so again as Dominguez Hills Burgundy tries to take control of this round and get themselves on the scoreboard.
I'm surprised they did not go for the spike, and Lon getting a 4K right now. Lon needs one more and he gets that 5-piece. I'll finally get to see another ace on Cass if that's so willing to happen.
No, there's Bad Dog finishing off Chris, but it is a flawless for Dominguez Hills Burgundy. Just as I mentioned Lon for the first time, right? Talking about how Lon has done a lot to get themselves noticed. There's 4 pieces of the puzzle solved. Lon and DCMH, 2 omens on each side, both looking really good to start out with. And now you see that's an eco round here for Dominguez Hills Burgundy. They don't look like they're deciding to purchase rifles. They could be saving up. They don't want to fall too far behind. Obviously, you can't afford to buy in and lose every round.
No, so it's not gonna work.
You've got to take your losses at some point, or try to manufacture a round get something thrifty going and see if you can win at a huge weapon disadvantage. As you see, Sugoma pushing up early here, gonna drop the boom bot out. Those will be traded.
A traded boom bot. Sugoma able to push it off on Zero.
Yeah, but now the information's coming. This is on Sugoma now to get as much done as possible. But Chris with the chase down, and that's a Phantom dropped. That's important because that weapon being dropped now, that increases the offensive capacity for Gold as they push in. But BT gonna do great work.
BT taking care of it does not matter. Defender's almost going flawless again.
BT and Lon each grabbing 2K there after Sugoma got them out to a fast start. Great rotation from BT. Lon on the flank, handling the business there, basically winning that round on their own now and tying these things up for Dominguez Hills Burgundy 2-2. And one of a few, there's actually another intra-school match happening tonight that Funny Man and Muted will be casting later on. So bit of a rivalry week as we get here into the midterms. A couple of these students really have some pressing, obviously more important concerns with their scholastic pursuits. But gotta love to stick it to the person who lives across the hall from you if you get a chance.
Look at Baby starting off with a strong interaction with that headshot on Chris. What a clean shot right there. Now they're just, they're just waiting on in the middle between B and A, the long hallways here. This is where a lot of fights seem to take place nowadays.
Yeah, this mid control obviously so important. You see Bobik here gonna go and initiate, try to get a fight started off, but it is patience on the side of Dominguez Hills Burgundy, not flinching. And Bobik, well done there by Dongle.
Able to come around that corner and make sure the corners are clear.
And that's gonna open things up a little bit. Lon had been doing a lot of work in the past 2 rounds, and instead this time Dongle just finds the kill. You see Bobik and Dongle again with a second headshot there on Sugoma. DCMH able to get 1. Zero gets BT with the Raze ult.
Hey, there you go, Eli. There's your Raze ult right there being perfectly used.
And then the spike down and 1 mad bad dog left alone. And Zero says you will have 0 opportunity to make a miracle play. They shut them down coming into the site. 3-2 now for Dominguez Hills Gold. Got a bit of back and forth here going on. Both teams now rising to the occasion.
I mean, I don't think one person I'm surprised to see right now is Lon. And I mean, we've seen Lon play a lot, but Lon's really stepping up to the plate this game.
Yeah, it's an interesting inversion. We always talk about Sugoma doing well and stepping up for the team, and instead it's been Lon far and ahead, and Sugoma, taking a lot of these first interactions. Had a good performance in round 4, was able to get an opening kill. As you see here, another engagement. This time Sugoma getting out, still alive. The information there, so we'll see how they are on the reset now that initial bit of interaction is out. But it is clear Zero has taken point for Dominguez Hills Gold, and it falls upon Sugoma to meet them in a lot of these opening engagements.
You see them pretty much always rushing B side. I mean, A has been rushed once so far. B's been a heavy precedent for this game. Hasn't really been, evenly distributed between B and A. It's always been B. It's interesting to see.
Wow, there you see Lon again going to work as Bobik gets 1, but that is the only one they will get as Sugoma is able to get the kill there on the backside. Once again, Lon stepping forward, handling the lion's share of defense for Dominguez Hills Burgundy, making a strong statement.
Yeah,
you see what really... Go ahead, Ben.
I was just gonna try to make a pun of Lon's cutting the grass over here. He's making sure you making sure it looks nice.
Well, Dominguez Hills Gold have to make sure not to bring any Vipers or anything because Lon definitely keeps the grass cut low. All right, here we are now. Sugoma again trying to get an initial pick there out of the B site.
We see, again, we see Gold still pretty much rushing B side, going through mid or going all the way to B side. So to me, it's just interesting to see that they're using the same strategy, just going to the same point in the entire game so far, and A has barely been touched.
Not going to be a lot of trickery here between these two teams. They're obviously familiar with each other. They most likely discuss strategies amongst one another and practice together. So, you expect to see something like this, where maybe they just sussed out a weakness in the formation of Dominguez Hills Burgundy, and they're just going to try to push that repeatedly, right? No real attempt to outmaneuver. It's just going to be sort of like a brute force attempt. As you see Bobek getting work done there on Bum Tickley, and that's the third kill for Bobek as they take out Sugoma on the other side. So while BT has been holding this, or not BT, I'm sorry, but while Lon has been holding this corner, Bobek has been getting an incredible amount of work done.
There's Babe doing work, not able to trade it on them. Attackers now 4-3. This whole game has been back and forth. We have not seen any momentum start to occur. I mean, I guess that's what you want to see with two teams that probably train together, right?
Mhm.
They're gonna both be. No one's really better than the other. Just equally smashed, equally skilled, both playing an amazing game.
Yeah, and it's what we mentioned a couple of times. A lot of these teams are not necessarily structured as one team is stronger than the other, and I think the most emblematic of that is the Dominguez Hill sides, where this is really just as much a fight over which team gets to claim the title of varsity, if you would. Which one gets to claim that we are the premier version of the squad, and you would expect to see a dogfight as that. We see Sugoma there going for the second shot on that op. Was able to get the first one, and
not able to get the second one either.
Here comes the ultimate now for.
Here comes
Sugoma.
Lon behind them. He gets 2 down. Lon's starting to cut it. He's starting to keep that grass nice and cut. He ain't letting it overgrow no more.
And now just 2 here, DCMH and Dongle here for Dominguez Hills Gold. Not a lot to work with either, but we see Dongle able to take out BT, and the spike is in the site, so they're going to get a little bit of money here. And if they can make something work here as the retake happens, there's Dongle taking out Lon once again. Dongle doing well in these 1v1s. You see Sugoma there with the kill, and there's nothing going there. Sorry,
not
Dongle.
able to use. And Sugoma with a 3-piece. It's sad that Dongle used his ultimate as well in that last little bit. He really tried to get that off. I think if he would have got it off a little bit sooner, he would probably have been able to fight against the whole team right there.
Yeah, that was a rough initiation there. Obviously, Dongle did well again to take out Lon, and that's the second time we've seen Dongle just win that 1v1, but Sugoma had too much momentum, got into the site too quickly, got around the ultimate, and made short work out of Dongle. So now, as you mentioned, that ultimate going out too, that's very unfortunate, but we'll see what happens here as we enter into round number 9. Two teams evenly matched thus far. You never know. Let's see. We got 4 rounds left in this half. It's very likely, actually, that we could go into the second half all knotted up as we see quick B push here. This is going to be an all-out rush on the side of Dominguez Hills Gold, but Baby will see off Bobek.
Yeah, this is a strong push, especially from the defender's side, the attacking side as well. Lon going in with a 2. DCMH trading on Lon. Mad Dog getting DCMH. This is a trade back and forth right now.
Dongle once again left all alone on the spike, and did we lag out? Oh no, they're just waiting before they for the defuse.
Yeah, and they just haven't gotten it yet. Dongle, like I said, being the last one alive. Hey, but all I gotta say is, when we get to the half, we know at least DH will still be up on them. We know we know Dominguez Hills is gonna come out on top either way, right?
Yes, we are very sure Dominguez Hills will win this match. That is correct.
All right, cool. Just want to make sure.
Accurate prediction.
I believe Dominguez Hills will win this match.
You couldn't possibly be more correct.
I'll put $100 on it right now too. That they'll come.
You got 100 on DH?
Yeah, I got 100 on DH. That's how confident I am that Dominguez Hills is going to come out on top.
Respect that. Respect it. It's a smart bet. As we see DCMH coming down the ropes again, trying to take control of that midpoint. Create a lane for Dongle to get the spike in. The issue hasn't been planting thus far. The problem has been the retakes on the side of Dominguez Hills Burgundy being so smooth, so quick, that even when the spike gets down for Dominguez Hills Gold, they're not really able to form up and put a thorough defense out. They're really just caught out trying to respond.
Yeah, they haven't been able to hold it. And, you know, like, as soon as they put it down, they all go down. Most it has been, and then Dongle's the last one alive. And Dongle can... It's hard to do a 1v4. Especially when you got everyone shooting at you and how Burgundy's been staying really good, at staying as a unit. And that really does help.
You see this Killjoy out going out there.
But
Zero
Lon,
doing good work, and DCMH taking out Lon. Now the spike planted. Only Baby left in.
I really thought they were about to get, a lead on them more than 1 point. But here we go again. They're just staying so close together. These teams are just like they seem equal.
Very much so. As you see right there, Zero did a great job on some of those wall shots. Baby now with only 8 health left. There's going to be some incredible work if Baby was even able to get one. And Dongle once again cleaning up. It won't show up in the KDA where Dongle does not look very impressive. But thus far, I believe that Dongle has kind of been one of the more impressive fighters for Dominguez Hills Gold. At least so far as these post-plant situations where Dongle has been able to hold their own against people who are coming on. If they're able to continually get 3 and 4 members into the site, and Dongle is able to play like this on the defending side, you might think Dominguez Hills Gold actually has a great chance at this. The issue just has been Lon doing such good work in these initiations as they try to get into the site, and then of course Sugoma, who is still rocking with that operator, hunting, looking for shots. Is
Chris takes out Baby. Baby didn't even look to the left, for vents, and that was a bad call right there.
Classic crewmate mistake, not checking vents.
Classic crewmate.
Now there's that early kill there, but you see the suspicion as a side.
Ooh, Lon gets Bobik. Risey tries to drop.
Great job there, Lon. Bobik tripped the tripwire there, revealed their location, and Lon followed up immediately afterwards. Doing a great job as Bad Dog tries to step up, and Chris now with their second kill of the round.
Chris tries. But Chris only has 5 health left. Yeah,
Ooh.
Lon was definitely gonna get Chris.
I like that attempt though by Chris. Throw the camera up there, get Lon to commit, show you exactly what angle you're at. But Lon was just ready to respond so quickly. As we see, Dongle once again will get the spike planted. Zero gonna take out Sugoma. Now this is gonna continue the advantage. So now just Lon versus all 3. And DCMH follows up.
Did you see how Zero pulled Lon out of the corner though?
Yeah.
And allowed the kill on him.
Yeah,
that was a great bait. Great bait right there.
Yeah, definitely good teamwork there. Communication Zero, not trying to be the hero, get everything done on their own. Instead, just show enough to get Lon to commit. And even if Lon does get the quick flick, get a headshot, and get that kill, they still expose their position and giving themselves up for DCMH and Dongle to follow up. So selfless play there by Zero, and then great execution on the other side, because as we've seen in some earlier rounds, just because you got a clear shot doesn't necessarily mean it's the easiest one to hit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen some amazing shots in this game, just even from these two teams. Like those corner shots, I never even thought, like, why not just rather shoot through the corners?
Now BT able to hold off Zero and kind of stop that approach. It was 2 down over near the A site here, but the rotation is going to come through. And the agent advantage is still the way of Dominguez Hills Gold. So Burgundy is going to need to re-up and move quickly. As you see, BT picking the B site, holding back as Chris takes out Baby. It's going to be a 4v2 heading into the fight.
Did you see that headshot from BT though? What a great shot. He barely saw anything. Got the headshot. There goes Lon on Dongle.
Oh, there's a rare victory there for Lon in that particular fight. And there's the ultimate there to bait out. I love that ultimate. Short hop to try to bait out the other teams. The assumptions there, but DCMH just too well positioned.
Now this is where we start to see a little bit momentum in this
I was
game.
about to say, how do they keep this momentum? Because they're always going back and forth, but how does Gold hold on to this little momentum they're building up?
Well, it's all about keeping themselves alive in this pre-plant phase. As I mentioned, when they were able to get into the site with numbers, plant and then not be under immediate attack. So when the retake was slightly delayed on Burgundy's side, they've done well. DCMH, we know what DCMH stands for. It stands for don't call my house. When the spike goes down, DCMH is not available and they won't be taking any of your bullets. Dongle has done well in those post-plant situations as well. And Zero is a steady hand as always. So when they're able to get into the site upright and put themselves there, they were able to win. Now as a defending side, they have to stay alive. If they give up a plant early, that's okay. Get the retake formation in place. Don't lose anybody early so they can coordinate and retake.
Here we go. I mean, this is where we're going to see another strategy appear and, how they handle it differently. We saw, like, all last game, it was mostly B. Now we're seeing it switch to A.
Burgundy, of course, they're 5 different humans, so they're, of course, going to have a little bit of a different idea about it, as we see now. Sugoma trying to get the plant over on the B side, and it is successful even as Lon
gets Zero. A strong, Lon just taking out the strong players for right now. That's what it seems like.
Absolutely. Sugoma there taken down by Chris. As the rotation comes over to the B side here, Chris has the opportunity to start the defuse, and this might be just a clean defuse as another 2 members of the team are up. As we see Bad Dog taking out Dongle and Chris.
But here goes the 1v1.
Yeah, but the time is a factor here, and Lon shuts it down.
Lon getting a straight headshot, no hesitation, nothing, just a straight flick. Did you see the flick to the head on that one?
Oh yeah, I peeked the flick of the wrist. Lon looking really good right now. 18 kills in the first round of half number 2. Lon, this might be one of the high scores we've seen this early on in a match. We've seen high scores as well. Who could forget the 30-piece that Alvinus put up against San Jose State, and that match showed up in probably one of the biggest moments we've had in the league thus far. But Lon right now making a fair go of it as well. They might challenge that by the time we're done with this match. You see now Dongle flashing everybody, and the push is in the Dongle. They take down Bad Dog, and the word is out. They're in A. And Sugoma takes down Bobik. BT now gonna look to get the plant down.
Ooh, I thought Dongle almost had it too. Baby coming up from behind them, getting 2 kills now. We see him trying to bring it back now. Now they do not have any more of a lead. So much for having the momentum. They switched it around on them real quick.
Yeah, and it got to that point, right? They initiated quickly. They put everything together quickly, and they didn't let up. It looks to me that in a round that goes quickly, Dominguez Hills Burgundy will have a slight advantage, right? Lon is looking great. Bayv is capable. Same to be said of Sugoma and BT. So you really feel like maybe if we just get into the site quickly and we just rush, whether or not we're planted and formed up the way that a San Jose State or Northridge might be, is irrelevant because we can just get the guns into the area, take the fights and win them. Whereas Gold wants it to go a little slower. They want to be able to suss things out a bit more. As you see, Bobbitt gets 1, but can't get the life back. BT follows up quickly. Well, that's a 1-for-1 trade that you'll take. Honestly, I think maybe you prefer it if you're Gold. Trade out Arena for an Omen. That's a lot of utility off the side for Dominguez Hills Gold to lose right now, or Dominguez Hills Burgundy to lose right now. CMH taking a bit of damage. Chris able to take out Sugoma in the background here. Now they're focused up on DCMH, who smokes off that area, gets out. The information is there. They're moving up towards B side. Chris, great angle there on BT, but not able to finish.
BT just had the gun skill on that one. Even though you might have the angle, if you can't get that aim right, you ain't gonna win that fight.
BT putting the word out. There's the plant there. DCMH forced to respond to that, move around, and BT executes now with a 3K. Baby gonna take out Dongle, and now it all comes down to Zero, who is at full health, who does have armor. Could certainly make a fight of this. Oh, poor Boombot. You do your best. I know.
I think the Boombop looked like it even got him too, but he got stuck on the ledge. It's just like a Roomba.
That's now, babe. As you see, yeah, Zero trying to figure out exactly where Baby is situated here.
Oops, Zero looks like he got a glimpse.
Yeah, they definitely saw them there, but the problem is at this point now,
The
the
time is
spike has
running
been
out.
gone down for a lot. Yeah, and Zero, that's a bit of a heady play there by Zero. You know you're not gonna get this round, but you also know that they know enough about where you are that they've got to watch the spike a little bit more, right? They don't want to get ninja'd and have you defuse on the back end when they assume the round is won. So you just take a small victory, you take a gun away, you make them respin just a little bit, and then you get out of the site alive. But it's a methodical play on Zero's part here, but the follow-up needs to be there. It's all for naught if Dominguez Hill's Burgundy turns around and then wins this round outright. It doesn't matter who dies if you win 2 rounds in a row. Especially as Burgundy looks to push this lead out here. 8-7 heading in. This is still close, but it definitely go the other way here at Zero now.
See if the boom bop gets anything. Kind of giving away the position.
And now forced to skate out there. And there's
Sagoma. Sagoma having the turns and the flicks on that encounter right there.
Spike planted.
Dog taking out Bobik now. DCMH forced to figure out a path to retake down 2 members of the team. Again, this is the scenario that Burgundy or that Gold has been looking to avoid. As you see, Bad Dog laid out Chris and DCMH with 2 headshots. Oh, I wish we could have seen that. That was a quick pick.
That was a quick pick.
Totally worked there.
A little quick. That was a toothpick right there. That's right. That's a trademark right there. Now that's a toothpick. That's a quick pick.
Yeah, now we call that you dot 3 people like that. We call that an ellipses. That's dot, and then leave it hanging. Well, Bad Dog doing a great job there, sealing up that round, and now Dominguez Hills Burgundy with a tremendous opportunity to get themselves out in front and see the finish line clearly ahead of them. But you know, it's going to be no easy feat, as this is definitely a buy round here for Dominguez Hills Gold. They do not want to fall behind 10-7. They do not want to have that disadvantage.
Especially, come on, Lon. If I wish they, I guess I can't say I wish they could see what we see, but Lon had his crosshairs on him, and then, well, like you did get the kill, so Lon did follow through with that.
And Zero had just ulted there as well, so that's a completely wasted ult on Zero's part. As we mentioned, this is a round that Dominguez Hills Gold clearly does not want to lose. They were willing to invest heavily in it. Zero even looking to ult to initiate. It's like you said, Lon, so consistent. As Baby gets there.
DCMH always a person we're talking about too. He definitely has his shots on as well. There we go, got a flash on Lon, but Lon's able to back off and not get shot.
30 seconds left.
Going with the plant.
Lon's trying to bring somebody out, covering his flank.
And this is another post-plant situation. I'm sorry.
Lon wasn't able to be patient enough to know that there was somebody there, even though that we could see him.
So now Bobik evens up the score. Dongo looking to get things going.
It's Sagoma with the ultimate.
That's the play. That's the result we want to see. As Bobik with the ult up, looking to get work done with this Odin. But again, the timer so low.
Here goes the spike.
DCMH just forced to retreat. And that is a catastrophic round for Dominguez Hills Gold. That's 2 ults invested in a round that you lose, and you only get 2 kills to show for it. Now you've fallen dramatically behind in the score lead, 10-7. You see the money situation is far from great. Barely enough really to invest fully in your armor and your abilities, let alone bringing one of the top tier weapons to the table. So now you're looking at a round you're likely to lose, possibly 11-7 before you even have a chance to fully respond. And you know Burgundy on the other side is fully aware of that. So if you're Dominguez Hills Burgundy, now it's all about just keeping the advantage. Keep rolling. Put your foot on the gas.
There's Zero bringing out his Roomba. Let's see if he can go bounce around and find anybody.
No matter how many times the boombot fails me, I will love the
Spike
boombot
planted.
as if the boombot has never failed me.
I mean, I know it's called a Boomba, but I like saying Roomba. It's a Roomba. It bounces around, tries to clean it up.
Sugoma
does
now
its
with
best.
2. BT getting a shot there. Sugoma with the 3rd before Zero was able to finally take them down.
Ooh, I thought BT was gonna be able to trade it on Zero.
Thing going. It's all raised all day for both teams, but Zero, the last one standing. This will be a clean defuse for them.
No problem there at all.
Yeah, and a tremendous response for Dominguez Hills, Burgundy. I'm sorry, Dominguez Hills Gold. In order to finally be able to stave off a little bit of that momentum, get themselves back into this. And now Zero is holding an operator, so Zero comes out of this with the strongest weapon in the game. Maybe an opportunity for them to set up and finally push back. As we see that little bit of money won. Important here to allow Dominguez Hills Gold to kind of slowly invest, buy their way back in little by little, and feel a little bit more comfortable taking these fights as we head into round number 19.
Ooh, Bobik already trading off on Lawn. Bobik getting Babe. What a great 2 kill to start off with. Who knows? Maybe Gold might be trying to turn it around all of a sudden.
Well, you know they weren't going to give up without a fight. You knew they were going to try to throw something together, and it's looking really strong there as BT finally takes down Bobik. But not before taking a lot of damage themselves. BT only at 11 health. As Sugoma gets the ult on Chris, that'll even things up here, but DCMH responds to take out Sugoma. 3-2 here for Dominguez Hills Gold.
I mean, even though Cypher is another person on the field, he's only one, real quick tap away from death, and that's a hard thing to. That's a hard life to fight with right there.
Yeah, especially as an attacker, you have to start a lot of fights. You don't really get the opportunity to shoot first, as it were. DCMH giving a little bit of room there, respecting the pre-fire. No need to over-engage here. As you see Dongle taking out Bad Dog, so now it is BT left with only that 8 health. Sorry, 11 health now, but kind of just left with a spike in a dream right now as 3 members of Dominguez Hills Gold surround them.
Not saying a dream can't come true, but this is a very hard dream.
And this is probably the 3 members of the team you'd least like to go against in this particular situation. You got Dongle, who's been extremely good in these situations. Zero and DCMH, who are probably the 2 strongest members. And a respectful concede from BT, who's just going to hide out in the corner and, so say, I'd leave with my gun. If that's all right with you all, I'll see myself out.
I'll take my gun and my pride, thank you.
Gun and pride, and leave with some dignity, I guess, right? whatever they got left.
You see now,
he's starting to close it up.
Yeah,
too.
The investments are you're going to be able to buy in if you're Dominguez Hills Burgundy. You're not stuck behind an economy so badly that you can't afford to buy anything. As I do believe we have a pause, but I'm not too sure what the situation is. But we'll certainly get that information out to you all as soon as we can.
It does. Yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe did someone disconnect? Hopefully not. I know with a lot of midterms, a lot of people are now online at the colleges, so the internet does not, tend fairly to those who want to play some games before a midterm.
Hey, bro, get off the Wi-Fi, man.
Yeah, go. Can't you just mobile hotspot it? I'm trying to play my game right now. I'm trying to win.
Go to Starbucks or something, bro. Don't upload it there. Don't do it now. If you can, please play on a wire connection. But I am the poor fighting gamer who knows that you just can't make anything good happen on Wi-Fi. The ping is outrageous, so. Well, I should ask, while we have this break, what are your thoughts on the match thus far, McRib and Bent? What have you seen thus far?
I'm gonna let McRib go first this time.
Okay.
Give her the lead.
I'm actually very surprised with Lon. Like, I know we've been talking about him a lot this match. I know you guys said it before. We didn't really talk about him before, but it's where was this gunplay before? He has his shots on, his positioning's right, and he really seems to be taking control of his team,
Yeah, I mean, Lon definitely, changing up the game for sure. I've never seen this type of play from Lon, which is, just seeing Lon come out of nowhere, just hiding in the grass and finally popping up. It's cool to see. It shows that these teams are not just coming together to play the one match or the two matches they have throughout the week, and then just waiting for the next week. These guys are definitely putting in work behind the scenes.
Oh yeah. Yeah, definitely a lot of development happening as we are able to get this response. And we'll see what happens as Bobik there shuts Lon down at the very beginning. It has been a tough second half for Lon.
It has, but he's still strong. He's still staying strong. Zero going down with that OP. Now it's just laying there.
Great job there by Baby, pushing the op close there, making it very hard. And that gun received an earther. It's actually slower to shoot once it comes down to sight. So a great bit of awareness there by Baby, exploiting now an even more exaggerated weakness of that gun. Already the operator didn't fire very quickly. Now it's even harder to get into the sights to shoot. Zero had very little chance there. And it is a 4v3 advantage for Dominguez Hills Burgundy as they look to get themselves back into the winner's side. See Bad Dog here going to get the plant.
That plant's going to change up the game entirely. We still got a 4v3. Now they've set up around the spike. They should know that Chris and them is probably going to be trying to push up heaven. Chris able to get BT off.
And there's Dongle there with the flash. Got it done before the flash happened. Dongle able to kill Sagoma.
Here we go. Oh, he got shot in the back. Wasn't able to GCMH really turn it around for them.
As you see, Dongle will find the spike. Now the question is, while that happened, did anybody go get Zero's operator, or did they just gonna be like, nah, you got enough money, go buy your own?
I don't know. We'll have to see if he got it back.
Yeah, nobody was able to grab it. So the operator out of play now. Zero only had like $5,100 after that. You can buy an operator at that point, but that's like a solo queue type of thing to do. You don't spend all your money on one gun when you need, abilities and whatnot. So
yeah, this is not the game where you need to be down, armor and abilities. This is where you got to be careful. If that oppo wasn't $5,000, that would be a lot easier to compensate for.
Yeah, it's a different conversation, right? Yo, spot me some abilities or something like that. I need to buy this operator. Oh, how much are you short? Oh, 500, 1,000. No, I'm gonna be short all of it. No, that's not gonna work. How about you get yourself a Vandal or a Phantom and play along with us? Zero, showing that they're not only an op player, getting the work done there on the Vandal, as I mentioned.
Watching here.
And this is big because this is the tiebreaker round in a sense. Round number 21 here. All teams knotted up. This is the last opportunity to win in regulation. After this, it becomes much more likely one team wins or the other team wins that they're going to go and trade back and forth in overtime. So if it's going to happen for you before we get deep into the waters, it's going to happen now as Chris
has been getting those shots on Lon. Lon was looking so strong. You said this. Like you said, the second half for Lon has been hard. It's been tough for him. He's been just walking straight into the fire.
Now, Baby BT already low on health again. Has had a hard time moving around here. Cypher is not an attack-friendly agent. Doesn't like going into situations. Would definitely rather set up. CBT has had a tough time of it. Zero calling out where the spike is. Time here going down. There's no spike holder at this point. It's looking like kind of another forfeited round as the time runs out here. With little money.
Now they're switching around.
One player standing.
Oh, and Sagoma falls at the last second to DCMH.
Ooh,
that's tough.
DC getting that extra little cash.
Extra money their way. Now Sagoma forced to rebuy everything they want. See, not a lot of money there. The loss bonus will start to kick in at this point, but basically only one more round where that's even viable for Dominguez Hills Burgundy, because if they lose again, they will be behind, and Dominguez Hills goal will be on match point. So Sugoma will have to make it happen here, and they won't. They get killed by Dongle immediately. So there you go for that. Fortunately for Dominguez Hills Burgundy, baby, able to get a response. Bobik now with a setup here on BT, but it's BT with a click flick. Getting the work
Seems
done.
like BT and Bobik have been trading this whole game.
Spike planted.
Yeah, Chris and Lon, BTE and Bobik, or yeah, BT Bobik, and then like we've been seeing the same rivalries almost the whole game with the same people killing the same people.
Well, it's a very familiar fight, right? Two teams that are gonna know each other well.
Mm-hmm.
Right now. Yeah, that's actually a good point. Yeah. See Zero there, gonna get the kill on Bay V. There's a good initiation. There's two there from Zero.
Oh, Zero not looking to heaven when he got shot from.
No eyes on Bad Dog, who has been pretty quiet thus far. Did have that nice 3K earlier on in the game, but is otherwise just kind of gone along with it. That's a lot of what Killjoy does, though. I feel it just makes things a little bit harder for the other team, makes things a little bit easier for their team. Doesn't try to do too much, but when Killjoy players are able to make an impact, you see it is swift. Now knotted up 11-11, and all guns are out. Bobik here investing in an operator. Wouldn't be surprised to see Bad Dog or Dongle, who are the only two players that have ultimates right now, use them, because this round right here, if you're gonna win in regulation, you need this round, right? Got to be 13-11 in order to win. So
it's either team's gonna take it. Either team. So far, it's it's like it's a slow start. Here comes the Roomba or the Boomba.
I like that. Boomba. I like that. I like that. We found a name.
We're going Boomba.
It's
The Roomba Boomba. It's a Baboomba.
Oh, there. Bobik with the shot on Bad Dog. And then DCMH taking out Bay V. BT is able to respond. Zero's in a little bit of trouble here.
Ooh, and not able to. Lon turning it up again. Turning up the heat. Cutting the grass.
And there's Chris taking out as Sugoma had hung around. So now 3 members of Burgundy up, but everybody's low. So this is going to be a little bit of a hairy retake for them. As you see Bobik there on the operator. Looking to find somebody turning a corner. Oh, wait. Did Sugoma kill?
Did Sugoma kill BT on accident?
Oh, unfortunate.
Is this like the first team kill we get to see?
Well,
feels bad, man.
And we heard the ultimate come out here. As you see there, Zero moving, or Sugoma moving around. Bobik tried to get the shot off with the operator, but it's not there. You see, Bobik doesn't have a choice. This is not one of those rounds where you can really afford to let it go. Bobik wants to get it, and Lon was ready.
Lon was ready behind him. He did not suspect Lon just to stay there, and what a great tactic from Lon. Just wait for your prey to be in front of you.
And now that desperation there on the side of Bobik to try to get that round. Here's what it cost them. The operator goes out. Lon is able to save, keep that operator, not spend any money. They're going to trade that, get it around on who they want. I believe that found its way to Sugoma, but I'm not quite sure who ended up with that operator. But that's a massive weapon to have here as Dominguez Hills Burgundy sits on match point. And you maybe wonder if Bobik would have been better off letting that go, as we're going to see a quick engage here. Dominguez Hills Gold going to try to start the fight.
Bobik just rushing in there. Bobik getting taken down, but Dongle coming up with a 2K. Here goes Zero with the bomba.
Picking up that Vandal now, going to rotate around. This is a very offensive push here from Dominguez Hills Gold. They're going to try to seize the advantage here, try to push this into overtime.
Yeah, they do not want this is a Hail Mary for sure.
Yeah, very much a response you see as DCMH. Wonderful.
He was ready. Definitely ready.
Heard Bad Dog coming. Knew the angles, knew what was possible. See the patience now as what was a promising match point for Dominguez Hills Burgundy slides away, as it was Sugoma who ended up with that operator. And that's why I believe you saw that instant aggression out of the side of Gold, because they knew Sugoma was going to have the operator and was going to be very happy for a slower fight. Instead, Gold pushes for quick fights and takes out Sugoma before they can get anything going.
Now Bayv could either can clutch this up and win, or we're going into overtime. Here
Go
goes
on.
Bayv with 1.
This is
10
Reyna.
seconds
This is the
left.
1v1 hero. This is the solo Q
Here
star.
goes
There's
Stu.
2. Has a spike, but only has 3 seconds. Is there even
Nope.
time to get into a site? No.
I killed you quickly.
I think if they had more time, that could have been a clutch up round.
Yeah,
It'd be
you see,
excellent.
baby,
Switching
just
sides. Overtime.
well, here we are now in the overtime. Reminder for you folks, it's still win by 2 in this situation. So now teams will need to do well here on both sides as they will switch sides. As you see, Dominguez Hill's Burgundy will be on the defending side once more. Dominguez Hill's Gold will be attacking, but teams will be switching off those sides every round. So who attacks now will defend next round, and then obviously vice versa until one of these teams is able to pull ahead by 2, or all the students decide, yo, we got to take midterms. We're tied.
I mean, hopefully they all study before the midterm. Others would be walking in like, yes.
Yeah, there's no cramming happening at this point. Not in overtime.
Just Chris looking at himself on the camera, making sure he looks good. Man, now everyone's all of a sudden, instead of being super aggressive, they're all nice and playing it slow.
Yeah, you don't want to give away first blood, especially now you're here in overtime. There's just so much value in every individual round and therefore every individual life. Teams will play a little bit more careful here. Oh,
There it goes.
hallway getting.
There's that ultimate from Breach, but no one was able to push on that Breach ultimate. Well, not an ultimate. It wasn't an ultimate.
It's just a flash, yeah. But you do wonder if that was just a done to kind of cover the tracks. But if so, where's the movement? Where's the idea?
Yeah, there was nothing behind that.
People were
Nothing
in
behind that
too.
action.
They could have capitalized off of that.
We'll see now. Lon getting pushed here, but Chris off angle, and then
Ooh,
Bobek
Lon
not
with
able
the
to finish.
Lon
Mad
with the
Dog takes
two.
out
Mad
Taco.
Dog. Oh man, here we go. Here we go. Here we go again.
What a very unfortunate push now for Dominguez Hills.
One enemy
Not
remaining.
sure what to say about it as BT and take out DCMH, and all of a sudden Gold's promising push is just completely broken. Zero's alone in the site. We'll have two things to say.
Oh, 0.
Yeah, but without
not-
the spike,
Yeah, without the spike, there's nothing gonna happen.
they were going to
Again-
need to get lucky and have all 3 members of Dominguez Hills Burgundy in that hallway and then kill them quickly before time ran out. But unfortunately, that was not the way.
But they did not know the way. They did not know the way.
They were lost.
So now match point once again for Dominguez Hills Burgundy. Again, they will now be switching side and being on the attacking side. And we saw this in regulation when Dominguez Hills Gold had their backs to the wall. It was an aggressive approach. That was one time. Will they be able to do it again? Will they even opt for that aggressive approach?
I
Or
don't know.
will they hang back? As you see, yeah, baby.
Davies already trying to get some shots off, so it looks like it's gonna be definitely an aggressive approach.
Yeah, so some warning shots here to say that bum rush strategy you tried the first time would not do well
Wow.
here again.
Ba-boom-ba. There goes the ba-boom-ba.
I believe
Are we
that's Zero taking quite a bit of damage already on Raze. Over there in the mid, hanging out near the ropes. So Zero's gonna need to play this a little bit more carefully here. Meanwhile, you can see over on the left side, over on site B, Bad Dog
Ooh,
and Sagoma are trying to find some ways, trying to find some purchase against Chris.
BT already taking like right now, all the attackers got to do is just wait down the time. 40 seconds can go by very quickly if they're not careful.
Now we're gonna get a full B side push here. You see 3 members in already, and Chris has just kind of played it
30
patiently,
seconds left.
probably waiting for the spike to go down. But now they know where Chris is at just by process of elimination.
Ooh, Sagoma going up above Chris right there. That is what a play. Sagoma now putting down the spike. Here we go. This is where they start getting that push on him.
Planted.
Zero getting BT with a back right there. Now they know he's up in heaven. Sagoma looking to the left of B, knowing there's probably going to be someone coming through there.
Well, and I talked about these situations earlier. Did you see Zero taking out Lon? Sagoma with the ult. He wasn't able to get it off. Zero with the clutch shot.
He almost had it. He would have been able to take it. Dongle just being able to take out Baby as he's trying to get his gun up. What a play.
Switching
Now
sides.
we're at it again,
Overtime.
but we got to win by 2.
Hold on, did Zero? I know Zero did not just ult themselves. All right, there was something else. Okay, I'm tripping. I was like, I could have sworn I heard Zero activate ult and then just shoot the ground, and I was like, why would you do that? But regardless, Zero maybe earned the right to do something dumb after that amazing shot on Sagoma, who cleared that smoke with, you know, just a hair's breadth away from a 3-kill with the rocket.
Here we go. It looks like they're gonna be pushing B, but we do see Bobbitt going towards A. So maybe trying to bait some other people to the other side as you see the Baboomba going out.
And this is a tough push on with BT there on the Cypher. As you can see, BT can see around the corners thanks to that camera. Kind of know where things are, but it's looking like it was just a feint. The lion's share of Dominguez Hill's goals strength is just still hanging around in mid. This is where they were with that unfortunate last push they had the last time they were on attacking side. They were grouped up here in mid. And I believe it was Lon who cut them down to size. We'll have to see what happens here.
Looks like Gold's trying to rotate through mid to B, then get up to heaven. Now Lon getting flashed. No one moving on it. Another surprising thing. You know, Lon being able to use his flash against them.
Bobik down, DCMH taken out. Chris able to get one Mad Bad Dog back for that, but still a tough little bit of work here as we see Zero into the site, and we'll get the plant down, so the time doesn't matter now. Sugoma able to take out Chris. That's a great shot. Now Dominguez Hills Burgundy with a tremendous opportunity as Dongle evens up BT.
There goes the other flash. Not able to do anything with the flash. Gets shot through the bubble. Or gets shot through the visual.
Zero reading Sugoma's rocket jump there, taking them out. There's the ult on Bay V. But it was too late. Lon just getting the work done quickly and defusing without a pause.
Switching sides.
Look at
Match
Lon's definitely popping off. He's cutting them down to size.
What a wonderful bit of tactical decision making from Lon. Not engaging the bloodthirst, not trying to fight Zero. Knew it wasn't even important enough. If they could get onto the spike and go for the defuse, it doesn't matter how many attackers are up. Once the defuse happens, the round is over. Beautiful bit of work there by Lon. And then, you know, to top it all off, after they get the defuse, they just kill Zero anyway.
Here we go, Zero. Good in his I don't know, I'm just blanking
Zero
out.
Zero gonna need to get in the bag here. Is Bobik just kind of hanging out in the middle of the smoke?
I wonder.
Found Lon.
Are they pushing the A site? Are they going full aggressive? Here goes Dongle with the blinding. Doesn't seem like he got anybody.
No, indeed.
DCMH trying to shoot through the door on the top A side of heaven.
BT now, this is a full A site push here. DCMH kind of forced off this angle. But there's the backup as you see Bobik taking the fight to Baby. Gets the kill there, but isn't able to get their gun back up in time. That was a bit of a greedy revive attempt there from Bobik, and Sugoma's able to finish up. As this is match point and the spike is down, so
this is very close. They're going to have to play this very tactical. That might have been enough push for the Killjoy.
No, DCMH takes out two. It's just one Mad Bad Dog left.
Why is he not pushing it?
And it's an equivalent exchange as Chris taking Lon's place from last round and says, yeah, you go ahead, kill the homies. I don't actually care. I'm only on this spike right now.
I thought they had midterms. Are you not trying to end this? Are you just trying to play around? Come on, guys.
It's the battle for the heart of the school. You know what it was? The dean probably made him a deal and said, whichever team wins, you're acing all your midterms. So they're just like, actually, this is all or nothing.
Ah, see, all right. Now, if that's how it is, then you better get that ace. You better win.
Literally, say.
Hey.
Hey, if I can get A's by playing video games, that's how I'm gonna do it.
I got 1A once while I was mostly playing video games. Did that count? It didn't count, by the way. I had to.
I got one.
I had to take that class over again. But that's neither here nor there. As we see, Dongo get the first blood here. That's a rare good start for Dominguez Hills Gold. As then Dongo takes out Bay V as well. So now this is a great opportunity here. As you see, B site completely open. The flashes are going to come to a utility, going to try to smoke that off. Chris takes out BT, and this is looking like a fine round for Dominguez Hills Gold. Even though Sugoma will have something to say about it, but I don't know. Unless they can maybe get a kill, get the ult up, and then try to make something fancy happen, it's looking unlikely.
They still gotta even get to the ult.
Yeah.
They still kill off the ult as well.
And the route into the B site is fraught with bullets and players with bad intentions.
It looks like Sugoma might have to take the loss here.
Yeah, you're not doing that. There's just too much crossfire happening there.
Dongo finishing up with the 3K.
Switching sides. Match point.
Right, and now for the first time, I believe Dominguez Hills Gold gets match point in this overtime. So they fully flipped it around here.
Now, can they keep this momentum? Is Gold gonna be able to pull it off and win?
Well, we see Bobik here. They're buying in on the idea. You see the operator in hand. No armor, no abilities bought, I believe, for Bobik. It was literally just
This is the Hail Mary.
Yeah. Let me get a couple of shots, get a couple of kills, and send everybody on to their midterms. We'll have to see how it goes here as Chris sets up over on B. It's a split push right now as Dominguez Hills Burgundy basically showing the formation they've shown a lot. You've got Bad Dog and Sugoma around over the B site. But it's BT alone on A as Lon takes out Zero.
Cage triggered.
Zero being a strong player. Are they all now? It looks like we got a split, as you said. We got split going from left side B and middle B from Heaven as well going.
Yeah, but that kill there, you see Chris now. That kill is gonna force Chris's attention away from the left side purely because now the flank is a heavy possibility. As you see the pinch coming through, Chris is forced now to watch the other side as BT takes out Chris in that approach. So now B is completely open.
Now DCMH is. We got a 3v5. Dongle already starting to turn it around.
Job done there by Dongo taking Lon out. Wait, no, that was it? Yeah, that was Lon. And now with the spike down, an opportunity as Bobik gets the hand.
Bobik gets the hand hit. DCMH getting a kill as well. Sugoma, but trading it as well.
There's Sugoma there with the ult up. Dongo's gonna have to take this quickly, and they
do. Are they gonna get it? Oh
Bobik
my
takes
god!
out Bad Dog, but do they not have time? They have time. Oh, they're just celebrating.
Okay. Yep, that's it. That's it.
Switching guns, throwing them up in the air. Here we go. It's Dominguez Hills Gold telling the story and saying,
"What a game!" Hey, I did say gold, didn't I?
What do you have to say, Grandma? What? Hey there, Grandma. Didn't you say?
I said gold.
Well, I did think they were gonna win.
Alrighty, you can't put it back on. No, can you?
No, I can't. I will not put it back on. This thing sheds, and it's hard to breathe in there. And I'm chewing.
You tell me just me as my lumberjack, and you're gonna leave Queen as a Red Riding Hood, but we can't have our grandma.
Grandma here, right here.
You know, I don't know. I wonder if this lumberjack should take it over to grandma. You know what I mean?
You can come over to grandma's. I'll make you some cookies and some pies, and I'll leave them on the doorstep because we're social distancing, and you can take them and eat them from behind the screen door, and we can visit. But also, it's a fire over here, so be very, very careful. There's a big fire happening right now. So everybody who's out in California, especially in the OC and Irvine, please heed the emergency authorities. Be very wary, evacuate if necessary, and take care of yourselves out there. As even though it is later on in the year, it's still dry. That fire is not nice. Anyway, Zero.
Anyway.
Now that we got that out of the
Zero
way.
and
So
Lon.
Zero and Lon. Let's
Zero
talk.
and Lon had the same KDA.
Stop.
Do you see this? Zero and Lon had the same KDA. Both very strong players, both leading the teams.
Yeah, it was man. I mean, obviously 16-14 in overtime. It was clearly a back and forth match, but really split by hairs. As even though Dominguez Hill's goal will be able to take the win and they will be able to claim supremacy right now, still got a bit of work to do in the standings to catch up to Burgundy. And as you can see, the two teams very even. It makes you kind of wonder what would happen. And I don't mean to plant any seeds of discord, but it kind of makes you wonder what would we get if we had Lon and Zero, Sugoma, Dongo all on the same team. But that's clearly a question for another day.
He's a madman.
I think it would be an undefeatable team. That's what we call an immortal right there.
I'm just saying, San Jose State's pretty strong, Northridge pretty strong, maybe there might need to be a little bit of fusion to make it happen.
Might need to be a
The
little bit
DH
of a
Avengers.
trade.
to meet San Diego.
Well, regardless of that, I do know that for this match, we have had enough McRib. Oh God, I'm doing it to you. I'm sorry, Little Red is it Little Red Rib? Little McRed Rib?
Little Red
Little McReb Red.
Queen Little McRib Rib Rum Rib.
See that?
Do it. Come on, Eli. You know you got it.
All right, Queen Little Red McRib Rum.
Red
Little Red Queen McRib Rum. Why do I keep saying rum? I'm giving myself away. Who's playing next?
Got rum on the money. SDSU Red versus SDSU Black, and then the third match of the night. Don't go anywhere. It's gonna be SDSU White versus CSUN Black.
Ooh, looks like some good games coming on. It's a spooky season.
Oh yeah, spooky season in full effect. Well, appreciate it all. I have been Eli Curry, joined by your favorite grandmama.
That's right. And I've been the OG Bent. Even though I look like a lumberjack, I am still him, the me, the I.
And I am Queen McRib. I'm going to be taking a break for the next match, but I'll see you guys for the third. And we're going to be leaving you in good hands because Funny Man and Muted are going to be popping up in a second.
Yeah.
Bye bye. Thank you.